This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right. I want to talk about, Jermall Charlo, man. I think there's a misconception with this dude, man. People have to understand, man, when this dude fought Korobov, everybody want to sit here and act like Matt Korobov is a dud. Let me educate y'all fools, man. Matt Korobov is a 2005 and 2007 world champion. I'm going to say that again. He's a 2005 and 2007 world champion. Yes, he is. He has a accomplished amateur background. This is the same dude that beat Alexander Usyk in the 2006 European Championships. I'm going to say that again. He beat Alexander Usyk in the 2006 European Championships. He has a very accomplished European style in which the way he fights, and also a very accomplished amateur background, and a very accomplished, European amateur background. The dude is accomplished. His record is 14-1. He's not no dud. You know what I'm saying? This is the guy that Jermall Charlo fought. Even though it was last minute, he wasn't fighting a dud. As a matter of fact, there's a very huge argument that you can make. Matter of fact, it ain't even a huge argument. This last minute replacement was better than Willie Monroe, or whatever the fuck this dude's name is, that Jermall Charlo was going to fight. So there's a reason why Jermall Charlo went through hell in that fight. And mind you, his mindset wasn't right. His brother had lost prior to him stepping into the fight. That's why I don't agree with them fighting on the same card. Because if one loses, then it messes with the other one's psyche. They're brothers at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They were born at the same time. They're a few minutes apart. It's something about twins, man. You know what I'm saying? They have this symbiotic relationship. So when his brother lost to Tony Harrison in that controversial loss, that took a toll on him. And folks need to see that for what it truly is. You know what I'm saying? And people want to sit here and act like that loss, or in people's minds that it was a loss because he still won the fight. It's a knock on his resume. This is the only time that we've ever seen that Jermall Charlo's been in a controversial fight where he potentially have lost the fight. How many gifts have we seen Canelo Alvarez have? Let me see. We have Errol Lara. Let me see. We have Austin Trout. Even in the Mayweather fight, Mayweather got robbed. Mayweather blew this motherfucker out, but on one of the scoring cards, it basically said that it was a split draw. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This is the stuff that I'm talking about. So Canelo wouldn't look like he got a complete blowout, because we know damn well Mayweather blew his ass out. This is the stuff I'm talking about. He went 2 fights with Triple G. Triple G damn near won the first fight, got robbed by 2 rounds. And in the second fight, there's an argument that could be made that he won the fight by 1 to 2 rounds. Even though I had Canelo win in the second half of the second fight because he stalked the stalker. Because I've been quoted saying this multiple times. But this is what we're dealing with here, folks. So don't sit here and act like Jermall Charlo cannot give Canelo Alvarez serious fits. I told y'all Canelo has 4 glaring deficiencies. He's non-athletic and slow. He has conditioning issues, hence Clinton Bluterol, hence Bernard Hopkins got on his ass. This is documented, proven stuff. All I gotta do is put Bernard Hopkins getting on Canelo Alvarez on YouTube. It's there for the pudding. Why would he go against Canelo Alvarez? Isn't he under the same promotion? Isn't he a silent partner, a minority partner of Golden Boy Promotions along with Shane Mosley? And the main majority partner is Oscar De La Hoya? Come on now. What does Bernard Hopkins, he has everything to lose if he goes against Canelo Alvarez in that regard. So this is the stuff that I'm talking about, people. But that's what you got to like about Bernard Hopkins is he's the one that tells you the truth. And all these people sitting here saying that, Errol the Truth Spence would not give Canelo problems. Bernard Hopkins said it out of his own fucking mouth. Errol the Truth Spence would be hard for any fucking body. Because Bernard Hopkins can see that what I see, Errol the Truth Spence is special. Only Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brains can't see this boy special. Is not special, man. And just hating on that man. He called Errol the True Spence the Sugar Ray Leonard of this era. Although I disagree with that, I believe, to me, Errol the True Spence is a mixture of Marvin Hagler and Winky Wright. That's the combination. If you're judging Errol the True Spence with a little sprinkled dazz of Terry Norris in him, that's what Errol the True Spence is. Marvin Hagler mixed with Winky Wright and a little sprinkled dazz of Terry Norris. If you add all those three guys together, that's Errol the True Spence right there. Because just like Winky Wright, he's a complete fighter. Winky Wright was a complete fighter. Nobody wanted to fight that dude. Just like Marvin Hagler, he's a body snatcher, man. And just like Terry Norris, man, he's tough. He's built for fucking tough. That's why I say he's a combination of those three guys. And he showed in his boxing acumen and his boxing ability, there's a little sprinkle of Floyd Mayweather in him as well, too. This is why I know he'll stop Bud Crawford, man. Because Bud Crawford don't know what hell he'll get into dealing with Errol the True Spence. Like Leonard Ellaby said, man, Errol the True Spence is, it's that pressure, man. You got to worry about the whole fight, how to keep him at bay, because he applies unlimited pressure. This is why I know he'll stop Terrence Bud Crawford by the 11th round. I'm not sitting here walking around saying I'm unfucking biased. I am biased to a certain degree. We all are if we're being honest with ourselves. But I have to take a position here. I have to draw a line in the sand. And I'm picking Errol the True Spence when it's all said and done. Just like folks are picking Terrence Bud Crawford, I'm picking Errol the True Spence. It's not taking nothing away from Terrence Bud Crawford. I like Terrence Bud Crawford, but I'm picking Errol the True Spence. Now, I know that had nothing to do with this video, but I figured I had to insert that in real quick. Now, let's rewind and go right back to Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo is tall. He's rangy, man. He's carried his knockout power in each and every single round. If Canelo Alvarez didn't respect Jermall Charlo, a.k.a. Cinnamon Alvarez, why has he been ducking him all this time? I don't see him clamoring at the foot to fight him. I really don't. Jermall Charlo been calling Canelo Alvarez out for the longest. Cinnamon Alvarez out for the longest. Triple G out for the longest. The both of them have been stalling. It's because they see that this guy poses fits, man. He's tall. He's rangy. He has boxing IQ. You know what I'm saying? And when he's focused, he has this mean dog in him. And folks need to see that for what it is, man. Y'all need to start putting respect on Jermall Charlo's name. Remember, he only has one controversial fight. He's afforded that. And his controversial fight is justified because his brother had lost in a controversial decision prior to him fighting. That had to fuck with his mental psyche. Mind you, this is his twin brother. This is not excuses, folks. These are facts. Canelo Alvarez has too many asterisks on his record for us to not sit here and act like he hasn't been gifted victories after victories after victories because he's the darling of the Mexican community fan base. So I need y'all to hush with that bullshit. The whatever the farce his name is want to sit there and come after Jermall Charlo. No, come after Canelo Alvarez. Let's talk about his 4 glaring deficiencies that I just mentioned early on in this video. Let's talk about the judges' gifts that this man has been given. Let's talk about how he's the darling of the Mexican community fan base, so they have to protect him. Oscar de la Hoya. Let's talk about how many times Oscar de la Hoya has been forcing him to duck Triple G. He didn't fight Triple G in his prime. He fought Triple G later on. He waited until Triple G aged a little bit. See, we don't want to talk about that shit. And right now, he's in the biggest fight of his life. People want to sit here and overlook Daniel Jacobs like he's going to get Daniel Jacobs out of there. We don't know that. We don't know what the end of that fight is going to be, folks. So we need to wake up and smell the coffee. But that's why you got these NBBC. They're called the New Bias Boxing Community. Shout outs to D. Jefferson. He's the one that gave me that name. The New Bias Boxing Community. Because if I don't say something, I have to give credit where credit's due. I'm a firm believer of that, man. If I didn't say it and I didn't authorize it and I'm not the author of it, then I regurgitate it and I will give credit where credit's due, just like I want motherfuckers to give me my credit when I say some shit. But that's what their names is, the New Bias Boxing Community. Shout outs to Glacier Dawn that called them a fucking church. Because that's what they are, man. They are a cult. That's the problem with these group affiliations that people keep following. And a bunch of these Rudy Poo and these plum brain ultra fanboys, that's what the fuck they are. They're followers too. I'm a natural born leader, man. I'm a lone rebel. I don't follow motherfuckers, man. Motherfuckers follow me. I'm going to say that again. I'm a natural born leader, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lone rebel. I don't follow motherfuckers. Motherfuckers follow me. I don't need to be part of no bullshit group affiliations. And this DT3, the boom man, whatever the fuck this dude's name is, that needs to go see a dentist and get his fucking teeth fixed. You know, I'll call this motherfucker out. Come Saturday, have your ass ready. 11 a.m. Alaska time. April 6th. So I can ether and murk your ass. You'll be the second person part of that cult of the new biased boxing community that I will ether and fucking murk. You'll be the second one on my chopping block. Trust me, when I pick my opponents out, it's tailor-made for me. I'm Sun Tzu, a.k.a. Art of War, motherfucker. I've already know what the outcome of the battlefield is before I stepped in. I've already done my homework on you, analyze your motherfucking ass, and see that your arguments are bullshit. All you do is agree with whatever the fart his name is. You are a disciple of his. So it makes it very easy for me to ether and murk your ass. All you do is loud rhetoric, you know what I'm saying, to try to, you know, galvanize people and make them think that you know what you're talking about. Do you have some credibility in what you're talking about? Yes. But you were completely erroneously wrong when you picked Mikey Garcia over Errol the Truth Spence. Never came back with a video to correct yourself. But you kept that bullshit video up. See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. These are the motherfuckers overrating Canelo Alvarez and making him seem like he's the fucking god of boxing like they did Mikey Garcia. And just like Mikey Garcia got exposed, his ass is AWOL on fucking witness protection. Where the fuck is Canelo Alvarez going to be? I'm telling y'all, man. Canelo Alvarez is going to get beat by somebody we least expect. There's some guys out there that can really give him problems, man. Demetrius Andrade is one of them. Jermall Charlo is one of them. And he's in the most difficult fight of his life come Cinco de Mayo. He may not make it out of that fight with a victory. So let's wait and see what he does against Daniel Jacobs before we sit here and talk about Jermall Charlo or even entertain that shit, man. So this is what I do, man. I ether and murk cats. They come with the bullshit. They get ethered and murked. That's how I do it. So whatever the fuck they talking about, or whatever the fart this dude's name is, that I made lose 800 subs after I was done debating his ass, this is a counter video to your stupid shit. To overrating Canelo Alvarez and trashing Jermall Charlo. Are you fucking kidding me? Jermall Charlo got one, I'm going to say that again, one controversial situation on his record. Canelo got 4 of them motherfuckers. So what does that say about Canelo Alvarez? Oh, my bad. Cinnamon Alvarez and these Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys. So once again, ethered and murk. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.